Anyway, we were talking about the hook. We were talking about my poker cats. Hello, welcome to my channel. This podcast is all about everything I've been knitting and designing over the last 2 weeks. My name is Kelly, also known as RowRow and Kades, and this is episode 61. Massive, can't believe I'm on episode 61 already. So welcome, huge welcome to everybody, you new and returning. I do like you returning ones, you're wonderful. So this week has been a bit of a funny week because although I've done work on some things, I've kind of had to concentrate on one thing in particular, which is what I'm wearing. Dun, 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 dun. So I don't know how well I can show you here, so I might have to put a video in because it's a bit of a tight squeeze. But there's a lot of boobage there for you, but you can see the straps. They are all ribbed, so I don't know how that's going to fare. And I don't know how much you can see at the back. So what I'll do is I'll pop a little video in of me showing you this properly. So this is the rose top by Stina, I think. Holsgaard, I want to say. I'm really sorry if that is not how that I'm really sorry if that's not how that name is pronounced. I've never heard of the designer before, but she is actually quite, she had a lot of designs out and everything. This was a free pattern off the Hobie website, and I used it to review their Hobie cotton silk print. They asked me to review that yarn, and so I did, and I thought, well, do you know what, I'm going to knit myself a vest up in it because I didn't really want to do a shawl or anything like that, and I didn't want something like a hat or something, so I was like, no, I'm going to do a top, which was fine. But then when it come to kind of needing it finished, Hobie are not like you have to have the thing finished, they just want you to show it, so you need to at least have it started, but I just wanted it done. So yeah, all day Tuesday, this is all I did, because at the end of Monday night I'd finished the back, and obviously, so you get up to the under, it's bottom up, you get up to the underarms, and then you do the back, and then you've got to do the two fronts, and then you have to do all around the arms and then all around the neck. And with it being ribbon and everything, I'm quite slow at ribbon. So yeah, it was all day. But I managed. It's not been blocked or anything, but I don't think it really needs it. It's a really nice, smooth, silky feeling yarn. I do really like it. I've been asked to re-review the yarn and re-review the top pattern, which is not something I normally do, but they've asked me to do that after it's been worn a few times. So today is actually not the day to wear it. I'm actually cold. My heating is on in my house. What? Do you want to show your face? Someone has to see you. Do you want to show your face? You want to come here? She might attack me. I will try and show you. She doesn't really like being picked up. Come and say hello. Say hello. No? Oh, you've been quite good. You smell like biscuits. Is that nice? This is Fion, for those of you who don't know who Fion is. Fion is the vicious beast in my house. Oh, don't be sick. Is that it? You're going down now. Ow, she got me. My animals are all... Last time I recorded, my animals were just being absolute piss. Sansa, no. Dog's trying to steal the cat's biscuits. The other cat's trying to go out. The other cat's just trying to enjoy his biscuits. Like, it's constant chaos. She's just scratched my hand there. Right, I'm going to let her out. Tell me what I was saying now. So I was asked to re-review. So yes, that's what I was saying. So our spring is not getting off to a great start. Winter is seriously fighting back. It is cold, it is grey, it is raining constantly. We keep getting the odd sunshiny day where it's lovely, and then we're back to just dull grey meh weather. I'm not gonna lie, it's really getting me down. Like, I need some sunshine. But it's June in a couple of days. Is it the 24th today? The time of recording is the 24th of May. I was going to say February then, it feels like February. We've got like a week of May left as of today, and then it's June. And yeah, it's just not good. It's really not good. We'll see what June brings. Hopefully some sun. My point in all that is, going off on the tangent because I'm English and I have to talk about the weather for 10 minutes, is because people want me to re-review this. I'm hoping that I can actually wear it, because if it carries on like this I won't be getting any wear out of it. I've got it on today, but I have literally got my heating on and I'm sat near a radiator. It is not warm. So hopefully I can get some wear out of it, and then at the end of like in September I will re-review how the yarn has held up and how the top has held up with these straps. So I've put a reminder in my phone, and that is what I will do because I've been asked to do that. But I do like it. The pattern in itself, English is obviously not her first language, and that did stand out a little bit in the pattern. So the pattern is really vague. I would not recommend it to a beginner who hasn't done, like, I don't mean a beginner right at the start of your knitting journey, I mean somebody who has never knitted a garment before. I wouldn't do this one first. It is quite vague and there's no schematic, so you can't like, you can't judge things. And I found the back really confusing because I knitted the back. You're not going to be able to see, I don't know, but when you knit the back it like stops halfway because it's all strap. But I didn't really, I had to look at photos to figure out, because I was like, well, that's not deep enough for my armpit when I'd cast off the back. And then I was like, oh right, it's straps, because it doesn't really tell you much in the pattern, and like I say, there's no schematic. So I seen the back and I was like, well, that's not deep enough. Sorry, my voice is going, Terry will be pleased. Yeah, so it also only has length measurements in centimetres and inches, but length measurements and circumference measurements, and that's it. The circumference, which I'm assuming is a bust measurement, goes, the biggest size is 130 centimetres, which is 51.2 inches. I did the second largest size, which is the 48-inch chest. I have a 46-inch chest, so I did a 2 centimetre ease. I don't think it tells you how much ease to do or anything like that. No, it doesn't. No, it's basically the basic details and then straight into the pattern. That's my dog eating biscuits now, if you can hear that. She's stolen the cat's biscuits. Yeah, and then it just gets a little bit vague with, I don't know, it's hard to explain what I mean. You'd have to be in the pattern. But just picking up the stitches around and where to start from, things like that. Like it'll say, it says join yarn in the first stitch to the left of the side seam. But there isn't a side seam because it's knitted in the round. There is a marker there that you had there when you were, you put a marker in the opposite side. The marker's there for when you split front and back. I feel like I need to start this again. Oh. So you have this side marker there when you split for front and back. When you split for front and back, the side marker's gone, so you can't see a left seam. So you're kind of like having to count your cast off bits and work out where your left seam is. There's also like a decrease round that just tells you, where's that? Continue around in stockinette stitch while on the first round evenly decreasing blah stitches to this many stitches. So it doesn't tell you how to, you've got to like work out when to decrease and things like that. It's like it's vague and it's not amazing. But it's a nice top. You need to realise that the pattern is vague. Anyway, I've been talking about that for 15 minutes. It won't be 15 minutes for you because I've had loads to cut out because I've just been so confused over what I'm saying. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. So heads up, because this is only on what I'm wearing. I'm in that point in my cycle. I feel like I talk about my cycle all the time now. I'm at age. But I'm currently at the point in my cycle where my brain is just melting out of my ears. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's Tuesday or Saturday. I'm just like, you know, it's Friday. But I'm just bear with me is what I'm trying to say. I'm not in the best frame of mind. I nearly didn't do this today and I was gonna go, do you know what, I'm just gonna not do it this week, and then I was like, no, still do it, but you're gonna have to bear with me. Right, so I will shut up about this in a minute, but I knitted it in the Friends cotton silk. I have one ball left. This took 6 of these, and it is, how many meters is this? 120 meters, so 131 yards, and I used 6, and I've got a little bit of one left over, and then this was my 7th ball. I used number 4, which is this colour. It's not focused. It doesn't look like it's focusing, but it's pretty. It feels lovely. It's lovely to knit with. I do recommend it. As you can see in the pictures, mine is pooled into like zigzags, which you're either going to love or hate. I really love them. My only disappointment in it is obviously because then I've gone to knit flat, so then the zigzagging stops over the top half of the top, but that's not the yarn's fault. That's just because you've gone from knitting in round to knitting flat. But yeah, I do recommend it. I will get back to you in 3-4 months and let you know how it fares, if it ever gets worn and washed, because that's a strong possibility right now in England. The joy. Right, moving on. So because I've spent a lot of time working on this, it's taken my time from everything else. So I did manage to finish my Polka Cat's hem, which I changed to rib. So I did manage to do that. If you saw the short that I did where I did a fit check, you would have seen that already, and that it fits. Like, there was so much relief in that. I know it's going to get slightly bigger when I block it, but that's okay because it fitted quite well, and I'm happy with it being a loose top. I just didn't want it like a sack. Isn't it funny? Like, this can't just be me. I hold up tops and go, that's going to be huge on me, and then I put them on and it fits me like a glove. So I've obviously got body dysmorphia. In that I think I'm thinner than I am. I don't know. I hold that up and I'm like, nah, that's not going to fit me. And then it's like, yeah, it does. Anyway, I really, really want to get on with this. I really want to get this neck done. I really want to finish these sleeves. I want it done by the next time you see me, including the blocking, and that's a big thing because I don't know where I'm going to put it. I used to always block things on my front room floor, but my little cat will destroy it like a Dalek. She will absolutely destroy it enough for 100%. I'm not even going to risk it. So I need to find somewhere else where I can block things safely. I would not, like, I've put things on my youngest's, he has like a high-rise bed, so I've put things on there before and laid them out blocking on his bed while he hasn't been here, like where he slept at a grandparent's or something. I can't even do that because she sleeps in there now. Anyway, we were talking about the hook. We were talking about my poker cats. Yeah, it's getting there. We are almost there. I've just got these sleeves, neck. I'm worried about the neck. It is rather wide. But people are messaging me and going, it'll be fine when you put the ribbon on. And it probably will. I trust in these people. So that's it. I've done nothing else. I finished the rib, which if you've watched the short you've seen. If you didn't watch the short, why didn't you? Like, it was there. I'm joking. But if you didn't watch the short, I'll link it below anyway. But it's basically just, it shows you the rib and it's a fit check. There's nothing exciting to show you really. It's a rib. Do you know what I mean? We will get that done. Next, we're going to talk pim pom shawl. I'm really sick of all my projects right now. Like, I'm not enjoying. No, I do kind of want to get back to poker cats, but I am a bit sick of it as well. I just want it done now. And now I'm annoyed with pim pom shawl. It's not the pim pom shawl's fault. It is that I have run out of yarn. Oh, I'm getting a bit fed up. Right, so we had the discussion last week about I didn't like the white bubbles and should I have the white border or should I have the blue border. A few of you said that the blue wasn't the right blue, and I don't know if that was just how it looked on camera, because it looks pretty right to me, but I don't know. Maybe I've got, I mean, when I first met Terry, one of the things that always sticks in my mind that he said to me was, when someone tells you something is yellow, how do you know that they're seeing the same colour? So they could point to something that's red and tell you that's yellow, and in your mind it's yellow, but it's red. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what somebody else is seeing, do you? You can't see the same colour. So I don't know, it just always stuck with me when he said it, and I'm kind of thinking the same. Maybe we see different blues or something. I don't know. Anyway. Right, I went with the blue. I pulled out the white. I went with the blue. I now have slight regrets, and part of me feels like pulling it out, not the whole thing. But let me explain. So first off, let me show you what it looks like blue, because I am much happier with it being blue. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to show you it close up. Like, that is a bit lighter, that blue up the top, don't get me wrong, but I just think it goes nice. But anyway. So this is it with blue. You can no longer see my face. I like it. I do like it. I didn't do the pom-poms she tells you to do in the pattern. She gets you to do like, they're like Stephen West pom-poms. She even says that in the pattern. They are like I-cord pom-poms. They take ages. I was like, no. The white ones that I did with these I-cord pom-pom, no. So I pulled them out. They took forever to pull out because they're stupid. They're like worms. I don't like them. And then I did crocheted bubbles. So I took the matters into my own hands. Can you even focus on the bubbles? Be a good camera. Come on. Right, so still very perky. They took an age because there's a lot. And then I got to, I didn't realise that it still grows out at this point. I don't know why I didn't realise, but I didn't. So it still goes out at this point, and then there's the scallops dip, 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 across this bit. Yes, I confused Matthew. I'm sorry, Matthew. I did confuse him last week because he said that he thought, I kept going on about scallops. How should I do my scallops? And he said, I thought they were called bubbles. And I was like, yes, they are called bubbles. The scallops come after the bubbles. Like, I was just being very confusing. And I'm probably being more confusing again this week because I don't know what's going on with my brain. It's rubbish. But bubbles, then a straight bit, and then it's got these scallopy bits here, right? But I've done all that bit, and this is how much I've got. So, part of me feels like, but then part of me wants to cry at even the thought. But part of me feels like pulling all this blue out, pulling all the bubbles out, doing the bubbles again in white, and then doing the blue so that I can have the blue scallops, because I think the bubbles probably take up a lot of yarn. But that said, I could do all that, cry myself to sleep every night until I get back to this point, and then still not have enough blue. And then I'm going to be annoyed. The option there is to then do white scallops, and it would match with the white bubbles. I'm just a bit fed up now. I'm getting a bit like, how much more do I have to take? Yeah. He doesn't say that. He says how much, I don't know, he says something about how much longer it'll take. I don't know. He doesn't say that, but whatever. You probably don't even know what I'm on about. I think the scallop's going to be white. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet, knit the bleeding scallops in white, cast the thing off, and see what happens in summer. Summer, yeah, probably. See what happens in winter when I pull it back out to wear. Like, I'm a bit annoyed now because I'm like, do you know what I mean? I want to swear. So anyway, I'm not going to swear. I'm going to be good. It's beautiful. I do like that yellow in there now. It's really big, you know. I do like that yellow in there now, though. Oh, that looks a scruffy mess with you laying there. I think it's beautiful. I really, really think it's beautiful. It's going to be so pretty. Part of me just feels like casting it off. I'm not doing the blooming scallops. But I just don't know. Doing them in white, or do I buy another ball of this? I don't really want to go shopping either. I shouldn't really be buying yarn. I did a video for my Nups tier on Patreon where this has been my Friday night project. So they've been watching me knit it while drunk for a number of weeks. And in last week's episode, if you're a Nups and you haven't seen it, I'm going to give the game away. But Terry, my partner, is always with me in the episodes because it's our date night on a Friday night. So I said I'd got to that part, and then I'd said I've run out of yarn, and he burst out laughing and was saying that's just absolutely ridiculous. There's more yarn in this house. He said if there was a war on, Not a child in this town would go cold, he said. With all the yarn in our house. So, yeah. But I don't want to buy more wool for it. I don't want to buy more wool for it. I really like it, don't get me wrong. I'm just annoyed that I've run out of wool now. And then I might have to stick, here's the white here. I might have to stick white scallops on the end. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to do it. They'll look fine, won't they? I don't want to change, I don't want to add like a different yarn on because it's such a lovely, fluffy, nice, cosy yarn. I don't want like a different yarn on it. Of which I have plenty, and I could probably find something that vaguely matches that blue, but I don't want to. I don't want to. So there. I want to just get it finished with the same yarn, so I'm just going to stick white on. Right. Finally, I've also been working on my hidden depth socks, which you've seen one of. I needed to have them finished yesterday. I got interrupted about 1,000 times yesterday. To be fair, it was around here. Well, actually, no, I'd only done the cuff. Monday, I was using the cuff in some reels, and so this has been, today's Friday. They have gone through testing and come out like with, I think, 2 errors, and both of them were more like, well, one of them I've spotted and the testers wouldn't have even known because it was how many times to repeat the pattern. They would have just done what it says, but I knew that I'd made a mistake there. The other one was a contradiction in how many rows to do in the cuff. That was it. Scot-free. Good little sock. What a good little sock. So I just have to finish it because now I have to photograph it. The pattern comes out on the 3rd of June, which is a week on Monday. Yeah. But Fibre Co, which is the company whose yarn I'm using, they want a copy of a pattern a week before release, so I have to have to get it done, and I need the photos, and for the photos I need a sock. So that's my afternoon today. This is what I'm doing, but I'm not too far. I'm at the frog stage. You know, I like the frog stage. I'm at the frog stage, so not the frog as in rip it. No, that's not happening. So how far am I? Right. So I've got a fair bit. That was depressing. But yeah, I'm getting there. It'll be done today. It will be done today. It is only early. Oh, the yarn's probably got me. Lumps of skin hanging off. That's nice. It's only early today. It's... I don't know what that was. It's 10 to 11 in the morning. So I've got a good few hours to go and get it done. So, in case you haven't seen them already, this is the Hidden Depth socks. Looks tricky, is really not. I've done some tutorials for certain stitches that run along here. This one, the P3SO, and then slip, knit and a knit 4 together, because they're really tricky to do, but I have a cheaty way, and I've done video tutorials for those, so they will be going out over the next couple of weeks as well, before the pattern launches. And I just need to get this finished. So that's my phone. I'm sorry, and I've got hiccups. These will be out before the next time I record one of these podcasts, so it will also be a finished object, because if it's not, I'll be in trouble. They are, I should really tell you, they're a cuff down sock. They are a unisex sock. They come in 3 sizes. Just no, I normally do like 5 or 6 sizes, but this was not feasible with this pattern. So they come in 3 sizes. What else? Oh, heel flap and gusset. And looks a lot trickier than it actually is. It's only a 4-row repeat. Yeah, and there's going to be tutorials in there, so that's it. Don't think there's anything else I can tell you. I am using the Fibre Company, the Fibre Core, I don't know. This is their Amble yarn, and I've got the Windermere colourway. It's like quite a high twist. There, you could see that then, couldn't you? So you can see there it's like, can you see it's like quite bubbly? It's quite a high twist yarn. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. And I'm using my, what are these called? Mindful, I've got the packet down there. My Knit Pro Mindful needles that lovely Shelley got me for my birthday. They're a 2.25 fixed circular. I'm bending them, look. You see how bent that one is? I've bent it back as well. They're really easy to bend, which is a bit like, oh, I didn't know that. It says calm on them. I'm obviously not being calm if I'm like, I think it's because I'm just trying to get them done. I was using those Addy twisted ones, the Addy Novel. The Addy Novel. But I was literally bruising my hand here where I was like gripping the needle and pushing it through. I won't be getting them again. Like, I don't know. I might try them on. This is like quite a tight knit sock, so I might try it on a different sock, maybe like a vanilla. I'll give them a go on that before I decide. But for a lace sock like this, I wouldn't go there again, really. Right, anyway, I have waffled forever about 4 patterns. I've got really hairs on my lip. I don't know what they are. Right, the giveaway. So we've got, after a very, very terrible way of asking you to write border in your comments, I noticed, if you remember, I originally asked for you to say scallops. Honestly, this whole story is ridiculous. So originally I said, say scallops. The reason I said say scallops is because the app that I've always used to pick comments, lets you pick a certain, like lets you type in a certain word that you're looking for in the comment, so that I know that that comment is an actual entry. So it lets me, if I could type in scallops, search for scallops, that's the people you need to pick from, and that's what it would do. That's why I asked you to say scallops. Then I said, oh no, some of you might not be able to spell that because I don't know whether I can spell it. It could be a difficult word. Let's change it to border. And some of you couldn't spell border. And then to make it worse than that, when I went to my comment picker, they've put a charge on it now, and you can't do that unless you pay. So it didn't matter anyway. Dem's the breaks. So most of you voted for blue, and I went with blue. I think you all knew that I was going to go with blue anyway. I really didn't like the white, even though it's ended up being white anyway. So we've all got it. We've all got a border bit in. Thank you for everybody who did vote and everyone who did comment. Yeah, it was brilliant. And I haven't even had a chance to go through and reply to everybody yet because there's so many comments on there. So thank you so much for that. The winner will get two patterns, so a code for 2 patterns from either Ravelry or Payhip, which is something that I couldn't say last week, like last time. It was just baffling my head. So you will get a code for 2 patterns, and you will also get 2 stitch markers of your choice. You just need to let me know. We will run the stitch. No, we'll run the comment picker now. Live in your face. I've already added all the details in. Yeah, you usually can't see this. It goes, but oh, honestly, step inside my brain for 2 minutes. I'm going to stop because my camera's going to run out. Hang on. Most of you are going, I'm not going in your brain. My God, it's full of fluff. You got to like wait to do. Oh, shut up, Kelly. Right, we're going to start the start the prize. Right, I'm pressing. I did press it. See if you can spot yourself. Ah, who's that? Maple Cottage Craft Lisa 2040. She said, "Hi Kelly, I think the border," she spelled it right, "the border of your shawl should be blue. Thank you for sharing all your lovely projects." Well, thank you very much for watching. And is that a dog in your picture? Oh, is he next to a pint? It's really hard to see. It looks like a dog next to a pint. Love it. Right, so Maple Cottage Craft Lisa 2040. She's in the future, 2040. Get in touch through, send me a, oh, how can you get in touch? I never think of this bit through. This is the bit that I got, oh, didn't think of that. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment on this. And then we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. I mean, we could do it all through, well, no, because I need your address. We'll figure it out. Right, anyway, you will have, how long? No, I'll give you a month. I'll give you to the podcast. So you've got until, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You've got until episode 63 to get in touch. So 62 we will slide by. So that will be recorded on, it's going to be, so Friday the 20, no, that's April, Kelly. Friday the 24th today, yes. And then the next one will be recorded, just talk among yourselves. The next one will be recorded, that'll be that. So 28th of June, you've got till the 28th of June. So the 27th of June, because I record on the 28th. So you've got till the 27th of June to get back to me and claim your prize. And if not, then I will redraw on the 28th of June. That's if my eyes are looking in a straight line and I'm looking at June as well. I think I am. Right, congratulations. Oh my God, I promise my patterns are better written than what my brain sounds like they are. Anyway, so what was I going to tell you? Live stuff, nightmare, absolute nightmare. Someone asked me how Caden was doing in his job, so we'll start with that. So Caden, for those of you new here, is my eldest son. He is 15. I have 2 boys. He is 15, my other is 8, just gone 8. Caden is 15 and has recently started working in the hairdressers that me and him both go to get our hair done. He's known the hairdresser a long time and she absolutely loves him. So when he decided he wanted to get a job, he said, "Will you ask Danielle if I can work in there?" So I'd messaged her and said, like, "Look, Caden's looking for a job," and she was like, "Yeah, I'll get him in." So he doesn't work there constantly. He's there. He's supposed to be there on a Thursday and a Friday night, but sometimes she doesn't need him. So he's done a few shifts, but last week he went round and she had one client in, and once they'd finished that, he helped her build some flat pack. So for a bedroom, she lives upstairs in the above the hairdressers, so he'd helped to build some wardrobes in a bedroom apparently. So yeah, she's got him working hard and he's liking the money. She's told me that he is doing brilliantly and he is doing everything asked, and although he doesn't want to be a hairdresser, she's got him washing hair, and he also blow dried someone's hair the other week. She got him to dry it off and then she finished it. So yeah, he's doing more. I just thought he'd be sweeping up and making the teas and coffees and getting the capes ready and everything, but he's not. He's actually like washing hair and stuff. So yeah, and he seems all right. He seems to be doing all right. So, and he's liking the money. Let's put it that way. So that's good. As regular people know, Terry is my partner has anxiety, very, very severe anxiety, and is practically agoraphobic, and he's been trying to get out and about a bit more. On Saturday just gone, there is a brewery in our village. It's a very small brewery, brews their own beers, and then every other week, so once every 2 weeks, every fortnight, they open up on the weekend and you can go in there and have a drink in there. The weekend just gone was their 7th birthday, and we'd planned it for ages that we were going to go. They had live music playing and there was Mexican food on and stuff. They were proper celebrating this birthday. It wasn't just like a normal, oh, the brewery's open, you come and have a drink. It was like a proper party thing. So we were like, oh, we should go. So we did. It took Terry a lot to get there. He was really, really poorly, and he did actually really suffer to get there. But he really wanted to go, so he like fought through and got there. But he does, in all honesty, he does use alcohol as a bit of a crutch sometimes, and he doesn't when he's going out on his motorbike, so please don't go down that road. He's not doing that. He has other methods to use, but when it's something like going for a drink, he's going for a drink anyway. So it's like, right, I'm just going to have a drink now because that'll relax me and get me there. So he'd had a couple of cans of lager at home to get him to the pub. It's only round the corner. I drove us round there, and then he started drinking, and they make a beer there called Beet de Garde, which is basically beetroot beer, and it's really strong. It's 7.5% alcohol, which is strong for a beer. It's gorgeous, but it's so nice, but I won't drink it because it's too strong. I know it would knock me off my feet, so I just stick to like a lower volume one. But he was drinking that, and he was drinking it the time before, and they were all going, oh, no one's ever drank this like all night and stayed on their feet and all of this, which is like a bad move with Terry, because then they started saying this to him really late on in the night, and they started calling him, this is the bar staff, started calling him the beat legend, which is only going to encourage him. So, and they did encourage him, and he ended up drinking, I think he had about 8 pints of it in total. So then getting him home was quite the nightmare. So we went out there with a few people, but the 2 people who were left with us, we were last leaving as well. And the 2 people left with us was our friends, our friends Morgan and Tegan. Tegan had been drinking beetroot beer with Terry, not as many as Terry, but she'd been drinking it as well. And when they got outside, they were so drunk. Me and Morgan were just looking at each other like, oh my God, we've got to get these home. Terry fell over almost straight away, but was fine. Tegan was pulling him up. Terry's shouting to Morgan that he needs to put a ring on Tegan's finger. You need to put a ring on this, because she was helping him, even though they were both really drunk. And then we left Morgan and Tegan at their house, and we live a little bit further on than them. We got to our house, and we have like, we've got like a front garden, and we have a gate and a path, and the path is like a single person's path. Like, you can only walk down it one at a time. You can't walk 2 by 2. So I said to him, look, I can't, I'd been holding him up the whole way home, and I said, look, I can't walk you down here. You're going to have to get down yourself. Just be really careful. Try and hold on to the fence or whatever. He took one step into the garden path, the path like drops down where the garden is, because it's like a verge. He stepped down into the verge, stepped forward, did like a twizzly turn, stepped forward again, and there was the kids' sledge, which was buried under the long grass, because our grass is still really long with all the rain we've had. We haven't been able to cut it. He stepped forward on the sledge flipped up like this, frightened him, and he fell back. And he landed in the grass. Now, I thought that was it. He's landed in the grass, and he was going like this. But he was very drunk. I thought he just landed in the grass. Turns out he'd hit his side off the corner of the path, and he's cracked a rib. So we've had the week of, it's just been a nightmare. He's been in so much pain, and he keeps saying no sympathy, because I've done it to myself, and he's aware, but he's also in a lot of pain, and it's not nice to watch. He's in a lot of pain. So that's been our week, is basically just trying to get him better. He seems a little bit better today, so I'm hoping long may it last, because he seemed better the other day and then he got worse. But then he's a bit of a bleep, because he's one of those people who, he can't just sit and rest. He's wanting to do stuff, and his motorbike was outside, and with all the rain we've been getting, he'd asked the man who lives next door if he would help him get it in the shed, because he was not capable of pushing the bike's really heavy, so he wasn't capable of pushing the bike in the shed. So he got the man next door, who's our friend, asked him to help, but Terry moved 2 big wheelie bins out of the way, and then he picked up the bike chain, which is a big heavy chain that like locks the bike up. Picked that up off the floor, and he picked something else up off the floor. So the next day he was in loads of pain. Even though he didn't even push the bike, he was in loads of pain because he wouldn't let Rob do everything. So we'll see how he goes, but hopefully it'll be better soon. But that's pretty much all that's going on. Caden's gone away today. He's gone to school, but they break up for a week next week. They're off next week for the entire week for WIT. And Caden is away with his girlfriend and their family for the weekend. They've gone to the Lake District, which is beautiful. I'm jealous. I want to go. I haven't been for years. And I've got Rowan's party take 2. So he has his friends coming over to sleep on Thursday this week. I've got 2. One's 8, the other one's 7. He's nearly 8. Coming over to sleep on their week off. So that's going to be a riot. Hopefully Terry's not in too much pain then, because that's going to be a nightmare. We're going to take them out to the soft play and get their teas out, the dinners, get them out, and then home, and then they're going to watch a film and sleep here. So that's going to be a long night. That's for Rowan's birthday, because that was supposed to happen for Rowan's birthday. One of them couldn't come, and the other one got ill and couldn't come, so it was all cancelled, and he was really upset. So we've rearranged it for now. So yeah, that's on Thursday. So send me love and prayers, please. Right, I'm gonna go because I have to finish this sock. So when you see me next, I want those, what have I showed you? 3 projects. Yeah, poker cats, ping pong shawl, hidden depths has to be, but all 3 of them, I want them finished, and I want all new cast-ons. Well, I've got a sock that's what you've already seen, so that'll be getting shown because I need to get that finished. But everything else I want new cast-ons. I don't know what, But I've got my bag of tricks up there of my make nines all planned. I need some castanitis going on and I need some fresh bleeps. Right, I'm gonna go. I will see you in 2 weeks, but I'll see you next week for the next instalment of my crochet, of which I've done none since you last seen me, and I really need to get the spider done because it's his birthday 2 weeks yesterday. So I have to get the spider done. I have to try. So yes, that's one of the things. I need to get the yarn. Right, lots to do. See you soon. It's later on in the day now. I'm just editing the video and realised that I haven't give my warmest of welcomes to my newest Patreon, Sharon. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I forgot to do that. I had it written down and everything. My brain is just literally scattered. It's to the hills. I don't know where it's going. Off on its holidays without me, I think. Massive welcome to new patron, Sharon. Thank you so much for joining us over there. We are currently voting for the name of the new sock pattern that I am working on. What else are we doing over there? It's been a bit quiet in May because I've been so busy with other design work, like the Hobie vest that I was wearing, which is far too cold to wear. I'm freezing. I've put my ranunculus on. Yes, I've been doing design submissions for the knitter and things like that, so I've been a little bit hectic, and we haven't been doing as much over in Patreon this month, but I promise that will pick back up next month because I am plain sailing and I'm quite excited to do that, and I'm thinking of running a little mini cal in there, so that could be good. And we have a little chat room going, and yeah, I think we might do a little cal for getting some whips out of the way, because they might help me to get my whips all finished, and then I might have a finished object episode where it's just finished objects. that would be something, wouldn't it? Right, so welcome, Sharon. Thank you so much for joining us, and all my other patrons. Just love you all. You're amazing, and I will see you very soon. Bye.